Is he
But-
famous enough to be the
Yeah,
big three?
is he famous enough to
He
be
had
the
a
big
he had a
three?
rec he had a bar in that interview.
famous? Is Big Sean famous enough to be in the big three?
No.
Big Charlamagne
Is
asked
he
him.
Listen to the word.
No,
of
but
this
he
question,
deserves to
though.
be.
Is he famous enough?
Shout out to
Yeah,
Vinyl,
famous
finally
enough.
Like,
famous.
think about that.
Finally famous. Shout out to
That shit
Vinyl.
don't even sound right. Big Sean, finally famous. Like
Yeah.
he been famous. Like,
Okay, let me hold on. Let me rephrase. He's not big enough to be
he
in the
is
big
big
three.
enough.
How?
Because he one of the ones that was
He's
to
the
be
first-
considered, and he was barely even dropping shit at the time.
Yeah, he's the first or second
one of the
name
only-
everybody says
Okay,
He
when
was
they
one
talk
of the
about the
only
big
ones
three.
that was being considered that probably dropped one
All
project
right,
in
hold
like
on.
the last 5
Let me
years.
ask everybody here and everybody in the comments. When you think of 20 rap artists, someone to name you 20 rap artists that you can think of the top of your head. Would Big Sean even be in the 20?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially
What
if
the
you're
fuck are we
doing of
talking
this
about?
era.
I don't think he would. For me.
Especially if
Yeah.
you're doing of
And
this
you know
era.
what? You know what does
I don't-
prove that
not even
too?
close.
Is that even
Which
like
is
the
sad.
old, at the event last
Maybe.
weekend,
Well, it
even
depends.
the old
Where's
heads
Ian?
knew who Big Sean was. Like everyone knows who fucking Big Sean
Fucking
is.
with
My
you.
mom knows who Big Sean is, bro.
I
But-
get that,
Top
but
20.
I
I said
feel like
Ian.
if you asked a room full of people to name 20
What's the
artists,
age group?
I guarantee you,
What's
out
the
of
age
those,
group? Is it Audi age? Or we talking about my age?
I'm
Or
talking
we talking
about
about your
all
parents'
together.
age?
I'm talking about
All
all together.
together, yes, Big Sean is coming up.
No.
Bro. What are we
Okay.
talking about?
If you ask 20 people to do it, I guarantee you only 2 or 3 people are going to put him in the 20. I
Well,
guarantee
that's
you.
a-
Are you
that's-
talking,
that's
like,
that's
all time?
hypothetical.
No, I'm just saying,
Oh.
like, to name 20 artists that you can just think of, like, off the top of your head.
I'm
Like,
always doing a hypothetical experiment and
Man,
coming to
hypothetical
conclusions
experiment.
already.
But let's
You
talk
know
about
what I'm
what we
trying to
know.
say.
Like
I,
he's
I
that
get,
famous.
I get what you mean, but yes, he would be in that conversation.
That's what
He
you're trying to
is in
say.
that
You're
But he
just
conversation.
wouldn't,
you're just
though.
wrong.
But
You're
how
just
am I
wrong.
wrong? How
You're
am I wrong?
completely
I'm
wrong.
just saying you can name 20 artists that are better than Big Sean.
I know
I
Ken
don't
Carson
think
ain't
you
one.
can. Yeah.
So,
He
All
or
I'm saying
Polo
is-
G.
Or the baby.
No, you guys are
And
getting
then,
wrong
and
what
them
I'm
one
trying to say.
of them
Hold
one
on,
of the
hold on,
artists
hold on.
y'all would name.
What I'm
Yeah.
trying to say,
Yeah, they would. They
So-
would.
what I'm trying to say is he's a good artist, obviously, but he doesn't get enough credit. Yeah, he doesn't
When-
get enough
when does
credit
it-
to be
when-
mentioned in that big 3.
Give me
or
an
even
example
top
of
20.
him not getting.
I think
credited.
that's- I think
What
that's
do you-
wrong.
What makes you feel like he doesn't get enough credit?
When has he stepped out of the Detroit realm, bro?
What you mean when he
Is it-
stepped
When
out
has
the
he
Is
been
it
Detroit?
in the
tired?
Detroit
He
realm?
He made a hit with E40. He made a hit with Nicki Minaj. He made a hit with Drake. That's those three people
Dozens
that's not
with
for
Ye.
me.
Do you go back and listen
Dozens
to those
with-
tracks?
Yes,
I don't.
nigga.
Yes.
What the
What's-
fuck?
bro? But
Wait,
Kanye,
yo,
Big
Kanye,
Sean.
yes. What are we talking about? We and ass.
Bro,
That
bro,
shit coming.
I
Play,
don't fu-
still playing in the club. What are we talking about?
I don't fuck with you. Still gets played at sport games.
The-
If they played it at the event last
the-
weekend.
I ain't fucking with you.
Do you,
Yes,
do you
bro.
think of,
That.
hold on,
You're
do you think
all-
of Big Sean as a Detroit artist or all around like everyone knows him?
all around. No, the problem is he's not really.
Yeah,
considered
wait.
a
You
Detroit
just
artist.
argued against your own point.
Look.
How?
I think he's an all-around artist. People know him, or, know
Yeah.
him enough to know him. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Do
those two
people
songs,
outside of
those
Detroit
two songs
listen
that
to
you
Big Sean?
they saw those
Yes.
two. Hold on. Those two songs that Duraj just said, "Way Up," I feel blessed song, and then the fucking ass. That shit's overplayed as fuck, man. No one. It
That's
does
not even.
matter.
That's not even part of the question that I was
If it's
asking.
I don't
overplayed,
care, bro.
then-
And
I don't
if it's
care,
overplayed,
bro.
Then that
that's
speaks to
overplayed.
popularity.
That's overplayed, then that mean he famous. Like,
Yeah.
that's the point.
Point.
Exactly.
That's not where
I
I was.
didn't say- I didn't
That's
say
not
he's
where I
not
was
famous.
even going with that.
But what does
bro.
that mean? What does that mean? Though?
Ignore what
Tell
he
me
said. That's
What
not
does
where I
that
was
matter?
going
What
with
does
it.
it-
All right,
him being
all right,
famous,
bet.
What does that mean?
I think you
It
poorly
means
explain your
that
point.
can
then,
he
'cause
make
that's
another
exactly
song
what
like
you
that?
said.
I'm trying to get it out, but it's not coming out right. I don't think the dude gets enough credit for what he does. That's all I'm trying to say.
I
Oh,
know.
that's
I feel
what
like
we're
he, I feel like he should be bigger than what he is
But
right
what
now.
we're saying is he is big. He's an
Yeah.
arena artist. He sells out arenas. Like,
And
you know what I
also,
mean?
and
Like,
also, you gotta think about it this way too. You said he's not in the big 3, but when everybody says who's 4, he is one of the first 2 names.
One of the first 3 for
No.
sure. 100%.
I'm still. Hold on. I'm still not explaining it right.
So he's in those
The big
conversations
three-
by proxy.
Hold on. The big 3
He's already
is
there.
Drake, Kendrick.
Yeah,
And Cole.
And
We
Cole.
keep it cold. Keep it cold.
yeah,
Okay, right?
Yeah.
yeah. We
Is
we
he
got
on the
it.
same level as them 3?
Yes.
How?
Yes. Nigga, how is he not? Tell me how is he not? Please tell me. You
He's
explain
sold-
that
Oh,
first.
God.
He sold over 100 million records.
Dude.
Explain how is he
Please.
not first? That's what I want to know. Cause you real solid on the stance, so you should be able to explain
I'm
why
solid
is he
on the
not.
stands because those are 3 big fucking artists.
I understand that. And Big
Sean
Sean
is
a big
not
artist.
big. He's
Why
not
is he not
huge.
yes,
big?
he is.
Bro,
Bro, he just admitted.
Do you-
Bro,
do
he
you know
just
what I'm
admitted.
trying- hold
He
on.
just admitted
Hold
that
on.
Big Sean
Do you know
got
what
2
I'm
or
trying to
3
say?
overplayed songs, bro.
Big
Name-
Sean, look
name-
at that. Detroit 2. Big Sean scores 3rd consecutive #1 album, bro. What are
Yeah.
you talking? Like, that's what I mean. It's
What,
like,
what are we talking about?
I'm
He-
talking this. What you're saying is wrong about him not being What'd you
enough
say?
to be in the
Famous?
big three.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. He is famous enough. But the thing is he good enough to be the big three? He's not.
That, yeah,
I think
Bro,
he is.
and when
He
people
is.
talk about Drake, Ye, or J. Cole, he is not in the discussion ever.
Bro, for one,
No,
Ye,
that I
Ye
disagree
is
with.
not even in the big discussion. Of
Yeah,
the
Ye's
big
his
three.
own-
I'm sorry.
that-
like,
no, that
I
I
love
disagree
Ye
with
to
completely
death.
what you just
Top
said.
3 best artists of all time, but he not
I'm
the
sorry.
big 3.
Fuck, I did not mean to say Ye.
As a
But
rapper-
I meant to say Kendrick. I meant
Okay,
to say
yeah.
Kendrick. But
Yeah, as a rapper, no, Ye's not in that conversation.
yeah, my bad. No, I
But-
didn't mean to say Ye.
But when it comes
That
to,
I disagree with.
when it
That-
comes, listen, bro. Like when we first
Like-
got into the era of the Drakes and the Kendricks, Big Sean was standing right next to them.
Right there.
Right next to them.
That's
And-
what, and,
reason why.
and that's
And
that's,
I mean
that's
shoulder
another
to
reason
shoulder.
he becomes in the conversation because it was and at the time Rocky was it was that
Yeah.
era.
that
was,
era, yes. Big Sean wasn't considered a Detroit artist since he made
That was
Go and
such a
Get Your
good
Some.
era. Holy
that
shit.
was
That's
that
what-
was that was when Big Sean was still a Detroit artist. When he made Go and Get Your Some, that's when he was a Detroit artist. When he made Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay, that's when he was out of here. He's out of here. This is not the same Big Sean anymore, and
Yeah.
it's definitely not Detroit Big Sean.
So-
Like nobody's looking at him as a Detroit
Matter-
artist.
matter of
Detroit
fact-
people don't even look at
Yeah.
Big Sean as a Detroit
That's what I
artist.
was
To be
gonna
honest.
say.
because he
That's
doesn't.
his biggest
his
critic.
style of music is
Exactly.
not is
So
not formulaic.
there's
for
no way. I
Detroit.
don't see nobody looking at Big Sean as a Detroit artist.
Yeah.
Like
I still
not
see
one
him as
person.
a-
Matter of fact, there's
I don't-
there's people out there that are hating on Sean for hopping on the Detroit sound now.
Exactly.
Like-
yes.
like,
yes.
no.
That is true.
Yeah, if anything, you guys got it totally backwards. Or it's the reverse. It's that he's bigger, and I don't agree with this narrative, but he's bigger everywhere than he is in Detroit.
That's just how I see it. I don't know. Like I said, I could.
We
be
don't
wrong.
gotta stay on it. That was just
But-
me. I had to get that off.
I mean, I don't know.
But
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. fucking Cole, and I just don't think he's big enough to be. He deserves to be in that, but I don't think he's as big as them to be considered the big three. Because when you think of the big three, you think of three big ass
Maybe
fucking.
maybe
I don't
he's
think
not
he's
as
not-
big as them,
but he's big enough.
Think about it like this.
He's
You
big
think,
enough to be in the conversation.
Yeah.
That's why.
Like,
it's a
But them
Cole-
three all
conversation.
kind of have like the same like.
No, J. Cole's
You know
not as
what I
big
mean.
as Drake.
No, because
And J. Cole's not as big as Kendrick.
because to
Yeah,
that same thing,
true.
you could say Drake's bigger than both Kendrick and J. Cole, but
Yeah,
they're still
but
all
they
in the same
all in the same
conversation.
realm.
but they all still
But they're all
operate.
kind of same within that like you know what I don't know how to explain.
I know
it.
what you're. I know what
You
you're
know what I'm
trying.
trying to
I know what
say.
you're trying to say.
I'm
I
trying
just.
to say that,
I know
but
exactly what you mean.
I just disagree because
But
of
I-
the simple fact that Sean is always brought up right outside of the big three, and at the same time, this is a guy who sold so many like he is right on their doorstep. He's their peer. He was in their era. There was times when motherfuckers thought he was better than some of those people, 2 of those people, 3 of those people.
Yeah.
There were times when those kind of conversations were had. And Sean,
I
shout
get
out to
it.
Sean, he said it in the interview. He said the reason people would even consider putting me out of it, because he said I am in the big 3. He said the reason people would consider even putting me out of it is because I didn't drop music consistent enough. He
Facts,
said that's
nigga.
on me.
Facts.
But see,
That's
that's
exactly
my
what I'm
thing.
saying.
Like,
But that
hold
speaks
on,
to
hold on.
talent is there.
I definitely agree.
Recognition
he
is there.
should be in the big 3. Like he deserves to be in the big 3. I'm not saying he doesn't. His music is good enough to be in that fucking category. I'm just saying, fame-wise, how, bro?
Do you think
I don't
Fame-wise,
understand- I
he
don't
just-
understand the fame-wise
Do
part.
you-
That's my thing. Like, what about his stature of fame you feel is just so below J. Cole?
Yeah, honestly,
J.
do you
Cole's
think
just bigger.
do you
He's
think
a
J.
bigger
Cole
artist.
do you think J. Cole's discography is that much better than Big Sean's?
Fuck no. What the fuck? Well,
I hate to
actually,
say it,
yes.
but yeah.
Yes.
I think it's better. I don't think it's that much better.
But yeah, it's
It's
definitely
better.
not that much better. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good way to put it.
It's
but it's
Yeah,
up
not,
there.
Not by like fucking.
Not like
a
no- by no
huge
miles.
step.
Yeah.
Not where it's like
You feel me? 'Cause
You know,
Big
bro,
Sean got to
Kendrick
figure out
is
how
better.
top
you
24
gotta
came
keep in
for
mind that
himself
Cole,
drive.
good as he is, he's had some shitty songs over the years.
and
Like,
he's just dropped way more albums than Big
Exactly,
Sean. Like
like-
way more.
yeah, exactly.
Bro, it's
And
For me,
and
like,
and this guy Big Sean
How-
wrote
how does
Graduation.
somebody-
Like, come
how
on,
does
does
somebody-
does that
how
count
does
for
somebody-
Big Sean?
how
Can
does
we put
somebody
that Big
who's
Sean's category?
who's inconsistent and making music still this relevant when they show up on the scene? That's
No, I
not
get it.
common.
No, I get it. No, I
That's
don't know,
not
man.
common.
I don't want to spend too much time on the topic, but I'm
That's
not. I'm not trying to further it more. It's just
Yeah.
You know what I was trying to say. You guys knew what I was trying to say. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
no,
just
for sure.
disagree.
I
know-
understand your point 100%, but like again, the numbers don't lie here. The 3 consecutive #1 albums, like
But
They-
bro, to me, this is just to me like J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. I feel like they're better by miles.
I wouldn't say
That's
I mean,
that's
For
an
me,
opinion.
bro. Like you can put it that way, bro.
Music-wise.
and that's why because he wasn't consistent enough. If Big Sean was consistent like them, I think he would be.
But at the same time, you talk about consistency. Kendrick didn't drop for 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
how is-
true.
So how is he big three then?
Because he's not.
Look at him.
I think Kanye
But
should be.
the thing is,
big
like
three.
Kendrick, I feel like Kendrick had
Crash
You
in the
gotta stay away
pot.
from
he had Good Kid, Mad City.
I
and
gassed
then
him up too much.
You got too much.
Good
You
Kid,
got
Mad
real
City,
men.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Kendrick's
Damn,
the
like, dude, those are all albums that are like top. Like, people
Certified.
consider those three already classics.
Yes,
Bro.
but
Do you
which-
consider Finally Famous a classic?
Bro, the thing
I
that
don't.
Kendrick,
But
that's not his best
listen,
album.
The
Not even
Kendrick
close.
talking points
Dark Side
and most of
Paradise
his
is
music
up
is
there
the
in the
reason why
conversation.
his albums are
A
considered the
classic,
way they
bro.
are. Big Sean goes out here. Sometimes he try to make a hit. Sometimes he try to make a little love song. Sometimes he try to make a little for real song about life. But Kendrick is all realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't say controversial, but more life situation type music. Like
No, I
that,
get
Are you
that
just saying,
resonates
like,
with
socially
people. So, like,
conscious?
I
it's
get that.
it's easier for him to have those considered classics when Big Sean's out here making any. He's not
and
making anything,
what
but
Sean
he's
does
doing
have to
more
leg
of a
up on
variety.
is Sean has the diversity that
Yeah.
almost none of them have like that.
I get
Yeah.
that.
You know what I
But the
mean?
thing is, this man Kendrick has 3 classic albums. 3.
Bro, and I told you why.
I understand that. But,
But
Sean
you
doesn't
don't think
have
Big
a
Sean
single
can do
classic.
that? You don't think Big Sean can do it?
He
with-
doesn't have
No, he
one.
can't.
I don't think he
He
can do it to
doesn't
that
have
level,
one.
but I think he
I'm
can
not saying
deliver
do it, I don't-
classics.
I'm not saying he do or don't got classes or whatnot, but I'm saying the reason that Kendrick does have the classes that he has is the talking points he has on his album that resonate with the people that listen to it way more than like Big Sean like Ass is a fire catchy song, but it's like
It's gimmicky too.
it's
and whatever.
yeah like
Yeah.
it's
It is,
gimmicky
it is,
and
but
on
there's
top of the
worse
fact
songs that have
on
gone,
top of the fact it's like a quarter of the album be like those type of songs, a quarter of the album be like love songs, a quarter of the album be like life situations, like his own personal songs. Like it's just different, bro. It's not the same. Like as opposed to making music that you want people to listen to and for one dissect. You want them to dissect your lyrics. You ain't really gotta do that for Big Sean.